Speak to me, warriors! Okay, time to come back into reality. Happy Halloween week, everyone. Some of you who are just tuning in are like, this guy is off his rocker. He's a lunatic. Bust out every YouTube stereotype in the book. Well, hey, give me a break, people. It's Halloween week. I'm having some fun. And you know what? You are never, ever too old to have some fun and, for at least one day a year, act like a kid. This is what, that's great. It's a lot of fun. And I encourage everyone to have some fun like I'm doing now. Last year, for my Halloween video, I was Angus Young of AC/DC, and as you all can tell, this year I am the late, great, legendary Ultimate Warrior, baby. He was my favorite as a kid. But first order of business before I get to my preview for this week's game against Navy, I want to give a special shout out, and I want to make a habit of this every football season for as long as I do these videos, to always give a shout out and give credit to my high school alma mater back in Geneseo, Illinois, the Geneseo Maple Leafs of Geneseo High School. They just completed their regular season last week, finished a perfect 9-0, won the Northern Illinois Big 12 West Conference, and I know there's a lot of people that are kind of pissed off about this, but I was expecting them to be in the Illinois State 4A playoffs, but we actually got bumped up to 5A, believe it or not. An enrollment of only 832 kids, and I know there's playoff points to factor in and all that. But we, with the couple of opponents that we played this year, they bumped us up to 5A, and I know a lot of people back home are pissed off about that, and rightfully so. Small school like that, playing at that high a level, I get it. But you know what? This year we beat a couple of pretty impressive 6A teams in DeKalb High School and Yorkville. So all I can say is to all the Geneseo faithful and any players or coaches that happen to catch this video, let's kick ass, guys. There's nothing that says that you guys can't run the table and bring home another state championship. Those boys are well coached. 3 of the coaches on that coaching staff all have led teams to state championships. And as a matter of fact, the coach who led us to our last state title is also on this coaching staff. So Coach Johnson Sr., Coach Diericks, do us proud, guys. And the same to the players as well. You guys go out there and kick ass. Take no prisoners. So go Maple Leafs, and the best of luck this Saturday. And as a matter of fact, I might attend that game and get some footage because I haven't been to a game in a long time. I mean, I only live 20 miles up the road, so should probably make it back home and catch at least one game. It's been a good 5-6 years since I was last at one. But they host Belvedere High School in the first round, so should be a good matchup. One that I see us winning no problem. So go Maple Leafs, aka Green Machine. From this alum right here. All right, now on to my preview for this week's Notre Dame game against the Navy Midshipmen. This game is going to be played at a neutral site, Landover, Maryland, at FedEx Field. I could go on and on all day about this game, but I've told you guys in the past few years that this game is very easy to predict and to preview. We know what Navy brings to the table, a triple option offense. But every year, well, at least since Coach Ken Niumatalolo took over the head coaching duties for Navy, and they've been on record saying this, every time they play us, they do something different for us that you will not see on game film. They always have a little surprise up their sleeve that they save for Notre Dame, whether that be a blocking scheme, certain play package, whatever. All I know is there's always a surprise that they throw at us, and we will not see it on game film. So this Saturday, we got to be ready to expect anything out of the midshipmen because in recent years they've sniped us a couple times and came close to doing that again last year. So we can't have that. But one thing that I do know with their offense and the triple option that they run, this is an offense that eats up a lot of clock. It's not uncommon for the midshipmen to go on 7, 8, even 9-minute drives. So the important thing for the Irish in this Saturday night's game is to try to score on every possession. Even preferably touchdowns, but at the very least, a field goal. Got to get points on every offensive possession that we have the ball. Because with Navy, like I said, eating up the kind of clock that they do on every drive, it's going to be important that we finish every drive with points. But all that aside, regardless of whatever surprise Navy throws at us, the big key to victory, aside from us scoring on every drive, is we got to try our damnedest to force 3 and outs. So that way they don't eat up a lot of clock. And definitely one thing is a safe bet. On defense, we got to load the box with 10 guys. Well, not 10, but you know what I mean, like 8, 9 guys. Just load the box, because you know the base of Navy's offense. But of course, as I said, we got to be prepared for any surprise that they might have on offense. But for the most part, Navy is a run 96% of the time, pass 4, give or take. But with all that said, I see no reason why we can't win this one big. And after that screw job in Tallahassee a couple weeks ago, or last week, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Our boys should be pissed. They should have a big ass fire lit under their asses right now. Okay, because we had a win taken away from us last week in Tallahassee, and if that doesn't piss you off, then I don't know what else will. But all I know is from this point on, the rest of our teams on our schedule should be afraid of us. And I'm not saying that because I'm a cocky, arrogant fan, but if our boys are as pissed off as I think they are, and as they should be, look out. This is a team that is looking to prove a lot of people wrong. Came close to doing that in Florida State. And even in defeat, they proved a lot of people wrong. Because we showed that we can go anywhere and compete with anybody. We are not the same team that we were 2 years ago that was just getting by with victories and squeakers and all that. We can put teams away, and we have the talent to do that. So my final score prediction for this game, Notre Dame 42, Navy 14. I just think we have too much talent to waste. We're going to be pissed off, and we're going to be ready for this one. So with that said, I got to do it. Exit stage left, exit stage right. Come to the part of my life where nightmares are the best part of my day. You, Navy midshipmen, you have made the mistake of playing Notre Dame at this point in the season. We are ready for you. We are going to load the rocket ship with the Irish fans, with the Warriors. Nosedive into Landover, Maryland, and kick your ass, Navy. Load up the rocket fuel and feel the power of the ultimate Warrior.